Cars contribute to global warming and sea level rise primarily through the emission of greenhouse gases, especially carbon dioxide, CO2, and the impact of urban development and transportation infrastructure. Here's how cars influence these issues and what can be done to mitigate their effects. Greenhouse gas emissions. 1. Burning fossil fuels, gasoline and diesel in cars releases CO2 and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. 1. These gases trap heat leading to global warming. 2. The transportation sector, which includes cars, is a significant contributor to global CO2 emissions, making it a major factor in global warming and climate change. 2. Urban development and land use. 3. The construction and expansion of roads, highways, and parking lots to accommodate cars contribute to urban sprawl and impervious surfaces. 3. This disrupts natural drainage systems and can lead to increased flooding, affecting sea levels and causing urban heat islands. 4. Urban sprawl often displaces natural habitats, reducing the planet's ability to absorb CO2 and increasing the heat island effect, contributing to global warming. To slow global warming and mitigate the impact on sea level rise, actions can be taken at multiple levels. Promote sustainable transportation. 1. Transition to electric vehicles, EVs, and other low-emission or alternative fuel vehicles, reducing the CO2 emissions from the transportation sector. 2. Invest in public transportation, biking, walking, and carpooling to reduce the number of cars on the road and their associated emissions. 2. Improve fuel efficiency. 3. Implement and enforce strict fuel efficiency standards for vehicles to reduce the amount of fuel consumed and the corresponding emissions. 4. Encourage the development of hybrid and fuel-efficient cars to reduce the carbon footprint of personal transportation. 4. Support alternative transportation options. 5. Develop and expand public transportation systems to provide convenient and affordable alternatives to private car ownership. 6. Invest in bike lanes, pedestrian-friendly infrastructure, and ride-sharing services to reduce car dependence. 6. Promote smart urban planning. 7. Encourage sustainable urban planning that promotes mixed land use, reducing the need for long commutes and car travel. 8. Implement green infrastructure and stormwater management techniques to mitigate flooding and heat island effects. 8. Increase awareness and policy initiatives. 9. Educate individuals about the environmental impact of car usage and the benefits of sustainable transportation. 10. Enact and support policies that incentivize the use of electric vehicles, discourage the use of high-emission vehicles, and promote public transportation. 10. Develop green technologies. 11. Invest in the development and adoption of cleaner fuels, energy-efficient technologies, and sustainable urban planning practices. 12. Address sea level rise. 13. Implement coastal management strategies to adapt to rising sea levels, including building resilient infrastructure, protecting natural coastal buffers, and regulating coastal development. It's important to note that cars are just one part of the broader effort needed to address global warming and sea level rise. Transitioning to a more sustainable and low-carbon transportation system is essential, but it should be complemented by efforts to reduce emissions in other sectors, such as energy production and industry, as well as broader global initiatives to combat climate change.